Good morning, stream. Sorry I'm slightly late. Hope that you're all having a good Friday so far. I am here with the OC lore brain and tired but cozy vibes and a half-finished cup of tea. So we're just gonna have a chill time today. Alright. This is the warm-up doodle, by the way. I felt like I needed one today, and it ended up being Mike, so... Yeah, I hope you're all having a good Friday. I was made aware slightly late that it was, it's been quite a few different specific days lately. It was International, like, Trans Awareness Day on this past Tuesday, and then it was April Fool's, and then yesterday it was International Autism Awareness Day. And I found out about that like 2 AM today technically, so it's slightly late, but I thought I would mention it in case anyone wanted to know. It will probably be a slightly quiet stream today as of energy levels. We're just gonna chill out and draw some OCs. I'm not entirely sure exactly, like, if there's gonna be a theme for the kind of, like, what characters we do or what kind of drawings we do. I think I'll just kind of go along with what feels right. Mike is the warm-up drawing because I've been working on a OC animatic recently, and he's the main focus of it. I've been drawing him a lot for that recently. thought about doing that. I know we talked about it a while ago. I think it was, yeah, it must have been on stream, about how it would be funny to do like for April Fools, like a, I don't know, evil Yumiko little thing for April Fools. And I thought about it, but then I just I didn't end up having the energy. So maybe another year we can do that. I've been really wanting to animate recently. I've been doing the storyboarding for that OC animatic, and but I've been listening to a lot of music, and it's been making me want to animate fancier things than just animatics. We'll see what I pick up first. I hope you all had a good and fun and safe April Fools. I personally don't really participate most of the time because I get fooled easily, and it's not really a fun process when it happens all the time with a bunch of stuff. So I kind of just avoid the internet on April Fools. But I know a lot of other people have fun with it, so I hope that it was a good time for you. And if you are also like me and avoid things, I hope that you had a good and safe day avoiding all of the April Fool's jokes. I have yet to watch the Cookie Run video, apparently posted by Shadow Milk. I have yet to watch it. I will, but not today.
Mind Fontaine Waters, thank you for liking. Hope you're having a good day today. We're just here drawing some OCs. Hello, Alice. Welcome into the stream. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Friday. We're just in here drawing OCs today. It's been a very busy week. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay though. And I hope that it calms down a little bit soon. How are you? I'm okay. I've been very low energy this week. But I'm in a good creating mood. Been wanting to animate and writing and drawing some OC stuff. Yeah. been writing on my book this week, actually, for the first time in a while. So I went back to read where I left off, and I realized there's only like 2 chapters left I have to write of the first draft. I do have to go back and do a lot of editing because I started writing the first draft back in 2020. So there's a lot of editing I need to do and probably some rewriting, but I'm really close to finishing the first draft, and that made me really excited. So then I picked it back up to make me to hopefully finish the first draft. Probably like at least before summer. Maybe even this month if I find the energy. But it's really exciting. It's maybe I can get to share parts of it or talk more about it soon. Was it fun? Yeah. It has been fun, especially since I went back to look at older chapters to see where I left off, and also like double check like, oh, this part went here, like refamiliarize myself with certain details. And I realize how much my writing has improved over the past 6 years. Because going back to the older chapters now, they need a lot of work. but it's fun to be able to have that like proof to myself that I've improved, you know? I'm looking forward to when it's all done, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with it when it's done yet. But I'll figure it out, and then I can read it, hopefully, maybe at some point. If I don't manage to get it published in some sense, I'm gonna just put it on AO3 or something. I don't know. I feel like that was a really weird laugh I just did. The audio sounds different for me today because my cat, I cleaned, you know the little, like the little the little things on your headphones where it's like a little, and not a gel, what's it called? I'm forgetting the word right now. I just keep thinking of gum because it's a similar word, because I just keep thinking it's just the luffy, you know, the thing on your headphones that's like the soft part, and you can take it off and clean it. I cleaned those, and I set them on my desk to dry, and my cat decided that was a wonderful toy. Which of course we know it's not, but she took one of them, and now I can't find it. And I don't remember where I have my extras of those. So I'm using a different pair of headphones, and the audio sounds weird to me now. So I'm gonna have to go find some extra headphone little things. I don't know. I don't know what they're actually called, but myself got into a game, started making meth game. Oh, that sounds fun. A band? It's like you know, hörlurs pluppar. De små. Yeah. Oh.
I can tell that my brain really doesn't want to speak today. Words are disappearing before I have a chance to say them. Yeah. Good but tired vibes. I'm just hoping that she hasn't eaten it. I don't think it would be dangerous for her, but it sure would be inconvenient. It's okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, but I need to go. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming in to say hi. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and enjoy the new game and map making for the game. Hello, Melissa. Like your accent. Oh, well, thank you. I can't quite tell where it is today. But thank you. I do notice my, like when I get tired, I don't know what my accent does. It just kind of travels as it wants to. So pretty. I don't have one, so I think it's cool. Oh. Thank you. I know this is one of those things that like I don't know, it's talked about in various ways, but the thing of like not having an accent at all, because wouldn't it be like whatever the most common accent wherever you grew up would become your default, but then that's gonna be considered a specific accent to someone else, you know? Very subjective, I feel like. guess I can, because when I speak to my family, I sound different. Hello, Lee. Welcome in. Welcome. We just joined OCs today. With no particular theme, we just got OCs. Having a good day today. Have to move them over slightly. Less space. picked a very difficult angle to draw this hand. Question how long you've been drawing for? I have been drawing pretty much all my life, as long as I can remember. I only started doing digital art back in 2016 though. Before that it was all traditional. Traditional or digital, which do you prefer? I like using them for different things. I think I like sketching more in traditional and line art as well, but I definitely prefer coloring and rendering in digital. I never really grew to be comfortable with like colored traditional media. I tried watercolors, I tried like acrylic painting. I think the thing I got most comfortable with when it comes to color was like colored pencils, like aquarelle pencils. But usually when I draw traditional, it's just like graphite pencil, so it's all black and white. So then if I want to color it, if I want to color something, I usually take a picture and do it digitally instead. Which is kind of a shame because I have some people in my family who are really, really good at watercolors, and I wish I could do that. Maybe someday. I think it also became a matter of because I do animation, and I definitely don't want to do animation traditionally, so I end up doing most of my art now digitally, even though I do still use like my sketchbook and stuff when I'm like I bring it places with me when I go outside. Yeah, but it ends up being pretty black and white. Like it's all just pencils and a little bit of pen here and there. Maybe some highlighters, but yeah. The convenience of the lasso tool, though, it's very nice. There's more leeway coloring in digital too. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of scary coloring in traditional, since there's no undo. If you put a color down, that's the color it's gonna be most of the time with a lot of mediums at least. The thing too with like I know a lot of people use like whiteout to color over a line if they're not happy with how it turned out, but like I don't think I've ever seen a whiteout tool in real life. I only see it on social media. I'm like, and I'm just sitting here like, where do you people find it? How do I get one of those? Yeah, they're both good for different things. Looks not the look I was going for. Yeah, better. There's no control Z, and so you're stuck staring at your mistake. Yeah. I had a lot of white pens, but I can still see it. Yeah. I think the only one I've found is like those really thin white gel pens. But I feel like they're so thin, they're not really useful for whiteout stuff. It's more like highlights. And even then, they can still be difficult to use because it's like, I don't know. I feel like when I use them, they drag the color underneath with them. Maybe that's just what watercolor pencils do, but yeah. This just doesn't look like the character I'm trying to draw for some reason. Something about the eyes is not right. Anyone else have that struggle with their own characters? Sometimes you're just trying to draw an OC and it just doesn't look like them. I guess it's a pretty mixed art day because everyone else has turned out really like themselves today. I don't know. The pencils, you can use actual whiteout for that? Okay. Good to know. Yes, many times. Alright. Nice to know I'm not alone in that. I feel like it goes very day to day for me, but sometimes just look at a drawing of my own and I'm just like, that's not how your face looks. That's not right. Some characters definitely more than others, because some of them I draw too much. Like Devian here on the left. I draw him way too much. So, but at least he looks like himself every time. Now, Nemu on the other hand, not so much. It has been a while since last time, it feels like. Who are you vibes? Yeah, exactly. I guess when it ends up being like that a lot, it's that's the reminder to yourself to practice drawing that character more, I guess. Especially if they're one of the main cast. Just been drawing everyone else so much. Drawing Devian way too much, drawing Mike for the animation I'm working on. Having to sit down and design other characters like parents because they're relevant for story reasons, but I haven't actually designed them yet, so I gotta sit down and design some parents for some of the characters. It does look more like them with the hair. It's slightly better. many to draw so little time. Yeah, exactly. It has been fun getting to think about even when you know a character's backstory, what it's gonna be, it's still fun getting to actually draw it and see it outside of your own head, you know? It's fun getting to do the background bits as well. When it comes to life, yeah, exactly. Very fun. I haven't animated all of my characters yet, but getting to see them move too, when it's all done, is a very, very good time. See, Nemu, what is your outfit of the day? Probably something comfortable. That's what the story's about in genre. It's kind of like a slice of life fantasy with a lot of themes from other genres, but it's like not enough to be part of the genre itself. There's yeah, mostly fantasy and slice of life. There's a little bit of adventure here and there, a slight tiny bit of horror if you squint at it. Yeah. It's basically like depending on like the book I'm writing right now is technically a prequel, but I'm starting with it, so it doesn't become a prequel, but it's a prequel in the context of all the stuff I do draw during streams. But the main story where most of the stuff I post about at least takes place during a slice of life college setting, kind of, in a fantasy world. Yeah, it's really fun to write and think about and draw. It's a good time. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the sketches so far. Also, welcome in. Welcome. Hey. I like my characters. I know a lot of people have been writing their stuff for a lot longer, but a lot longer than I have. But I have a lot of fun thinking back on where all of this started. Back in technically 2016, but then it didn't really become the thing that it is now until late 2019. Still, it's really, I think it's really fun to think about how far all of them have evolved. Because some of my characters used to be really different people, and yeah, it's fun to think about. Still haven't decided on an outfit. I'll figure out the hand while I think about the outfit. think to draw how you hold a phone from like weird perspective angles it's kind of hard to draw it looking normal. It's gonna look weird because it's from a strange angle, but struggle. Yeah. I usually like I love outfit design, and like costume design and character design. So I have a thing where I try and challenge myself to, like, and my characters do have like specific set outfits. However, I don't like to reuse them too much. So every time I draw a character, if I have the energy and motivation to design a new outfit, I will design them a new outfit that is like in line with their style still. So I'm like slowly but surely building up their closets. Which I think it's really fun. But it does take some extra time some days. And every artist's worst enemy. True, so true. Okay, if we flip this, it's not too bad, surprisingly. Still doesn't look normal because it's a strange angle of holding a phone, but you know. It's a very big phone now that I think about it. Let's make it a bit smaller. I think I was having a hard time deciding if it should be a phone or a Nintendo Switch, so it just kind of ended up being a very big phone. There we go. That's better. Let's do fluffy cardigan. They would love a giant... You know those cardigans that go like all the way down to your knees? They would love those. Oh, hello. Remember me? Yeah, I do remember you. Welcome in. Welcome back, Shadow. It's been a while. We're drawing OCs today. It's a good time. It's happened it is. Too late. We made it a phone already. It's a phone now. It's a Steam Deck, actually. I don't actually know what a Steam Deck looks like. Is it... I'm assuming it's like, I don't know, similar to... I imagine it would be somewhere in between a tablet and a Switch. Okay, a giant cardigan. There we are. I need to draw this other hand too, but we'll get to that. in a little bit. Need a slight break from drawing hands. It's a more bulky switch. I see. I thought it would have been the other way around for some reason. I'm not sure why. Okay. Big cardigan. And then like... turtlenecks, because they do love their turtlenecks. This doesn't really feel very spring vibes. Maybe if it's cold. Maybe I'm cold. Maybe that's why. I'm just like, give me more cozy outfits. I'm gonna go get my blanket after stream. I really like how this is turning out, actually. They just look like they're having a good time. OC time. Indeed. Welcome in, Ray. Welcome. It is indeed OC time today. And so far, they seem to be having a lovely time. Is that Kim? Nah, Kim's not here yet today. Maybe she will be in a little bit. So far, we've got Mike, Maigo, Devian, and Nemu here. Would you want Kim to be here today? We can draw Kim after this if you want. Still working from my nap? Well, good morning. Morning. I'm just putting me on a read. Right. Yeah, I didn't have a plan for who we were gonna draw today when I started. I just kind of went for it. So I don't really mind drawing whichever of my OCs. Just been in an OC mood. Hello, ones and zeros. Welcome in. Welcome. Upside down was not what I meant. Meanwhile, I'm still on my web div grind in the plateau, getting to the /low motivation level. Yeah. Inspiration doesn't always seem to come in waves, doesn't it? Finally finished my about page, social page. Lots happened since we last talked. The page where I need to make a web page for blogs, guest books, comments, and chat. Yeah, I those seem like really complicated to me. I wouldn't have any idea how to start with those. I hope you figure it out. The fact that you've got so many pages done, though, that's really good work. It's always okay to take a pause if you ever feel like it. When you're kind of like when the motivation waves start slowing down a little bit, I'm sure they'll come back. But like, yeah. Easy, I'm not making my own pages for blogs. That's not what it does. Ah, okay. Using third parties, but still have to implement and design to make it cooler. Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine what it takes to make something like that from scratch. Let's see. What do we draw next? What I'm excited for is setting up the temple of fixations. Ah, yeah, I've seen some really cool like fandom shrines and character shrines on NeoCities. Very cool. You know what? You've got me thinking about Kim now. We're gonna draw Kim real quick. I got an idea. I think today might be the day of like trying to actually do poses. Is the pose I thought of is not one of the ones in my usual like, what do you call it? Like, it's not within the mental gallery of poses that I usually draw. And I'm probably not gonna manage to do the pose well, since it's not one of the ones I usually draw, but I do want to try. web dev is the rabbit hole I'm stuck in a second here. Taking time, yeah. I've just thought of like a little scenario along with this, so I'm just gonna talk briefly about it while I draw this. It might not make much sense for the new people here, but it'll make sense, okay? So, Kim is one of the people who often get bothered by some very specific fall mischief spirits, and it's always been like that. And I've been thinking a lot about tarot cards recently, so I thought, like, what if she's gotten into tarot cards trying to read or like figure out what she should do to avoid the Halloween spirits pranks. I was like, what if she's just like, I don't know, laying in bed staring at the cards she got, just being like, this is the prank of the year. How do I avoid this? Another reason why I hit the plateau too, because everything I need to do for my website to draw them, I imagine doing like all the little icons and graphics yourself would be quite time consuming. Kim kept getting haunted by the denims. I get the vibe of what you're saying. I do not get the words. Do you mean Bibble as in Bibble from the Barbie movies? Because that's the only Bibble I know. Thinking of that meme of the people? I'm not actually sure which one you mean. Sorry, I'm out of the loop with this one. Yeah, I got the vibe of what you're saying. reminds me the Mario Galaxy movie is finally released. Oh, it's already out. I didn't watch the trailers or anything, so I didn't know when it was gonna be out. I hope that everyone who goes to see it has a good time watching it. And my knowledge of memes is quite limited. It's probably same for me, but also I don't really look at a lot of memes, so even the older ones I probably, there's probably a lot of them that I don't know. Let's see if I didn't know either. The only way I know it was even a thing was, because I don't really go outside often, but I have some friends who go to, a toy store like semi-regularly, and they had they had a bunch of posters, and she was telling me about it. And then I saw also a short video from IS Cupquake, who got sponsored to go to some Nintendo celebration for the movie. And I'm just like, oh, nice. I hope you all had a good time. Yes, Cupquake. I felt like I aged instantly. Haven't heard that name in ages. I grew up watching IS Cupquake a lot. I probably like she's probably like one of the biggest reasons I learned English before classes in school really picked up. But you watched Vanillin at some point in your life? I love MLP and you seem to like MLP. I really love MLP. I don't actually know what Vanillin is. Is that also a show? Yeah, thinking about the YouTubers I used to watch growing up. Very nostalgic. Markiplier is my favorite YouTuber. Back then, next to DanTDM. Oh, yeah. I still watch Markiplier now. But I did used to watch him also before. DanTDM, I think before I haven't watched anything he's done in a long time, but I used to really like his Minecraft mod showcases, and also his playthrough of Tomodachi Life is how I learned about Tomodachi Life, and then later I really wanted to play it myself, and then played it myself, and now we're waiting for Tomodachi Life 2, and it's almost here! Yay! Vanillin is like, the one who started the Fluttershy Plays series? Where's your plays as Fluttershy? I haven't actually seen that. I'm happy that exists though. That sounds awesome. I know of the concept of like people role-playing as characters and playing video games. I've seen those kind of videos with other characters, but I haven't actually seen that specifically. A ballistic squid. When as a kid. Oh. Yeah, I know of the name. I don't think I've ever... From what I remember, I don't remember if I've watched their videos, but I do know of the name. His mod showcases too. I do learn Tomodachi Life from him. His Tomodachi Life playthrough was iconic. Very good. I used to watch a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers who Cavestory used to collab with. So like Stacy Plays and LD Shadow Lady, Afmao. Who else? Yeah, I can't think of everyone right now, but like I remember if anyone watched Cavestory back then, the people on the that one witch SMP they had for a while. Some of those I didn't follow, but then I grew familiar with later, as they ended up being in the either life series Hermitcraft or Empires. So I've kind of relearned or refound their content after, like Shovel's one of those. I think because I think they were on that one with SMP. I don't actually remember what it was called, but those are names I haven't heard in years. Yeah, I feel like the fandom for those people kind of like definitely not all of them, but a lot of them kind of moved on to different content, I feel like. But it's still nice to think back on. Sleeves are making me age a ton. Still yet to finish Minecraft Diaries. Just know the beginning parts, the NPCs are slowly coming back to life. Yeah. Last time we talked about this, I went to the Afmao wiki and read, like, because I finished all of Minecraft Diaries back when it was coming out, and nearly all of my street. I think I missed out on the last season, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, I used to watch all of those. And like really closely, like keep up with all the episodes. But when we talked about this last on stream, I went and read the wiki because I was like, oh, I should go and rewatch it. And I reread the wiki summaries for my favorite characters and their plot lines, and it was such nostalgia, but also like it made me remember how complicated it all was. Like everything, I think I went and read Zane's page in particular, and because he was one of my favorite characters, both in Diaries and My Street. I forgot how dark the storyline in Diaries is, and how like complicated it is. It feels like when I'm trying to explain Kingdom Hearts lore to someone else. That's how I felt. I was like, oh my gosh, that's right, it was this complicated, huh? Yeah, I decided after that I'm probably not going to be rewatching all of Diaries. I might rewatch some episodes here and there, but yeah, it was good times when those episodes were coming out. It's beautiful in its time. It certainly was. By the time I brought up Avmo, you went on hyper mode. Yeah. Yeah, because I hadn't thought about it in such a long time. I still stand my ground that I wish they would have kept Lawrence's appearance from season 1 of Diaries. That never, like, after, like, partway through season 1 of Diaries or season 2 of Diaries, and continuing on into the rest of My Street and Phoenix Drop High, like, everything else, Lawrence looks different. I still stand my ground on that. I wish they would have kept his design from season 1 of Diaries. My Street, happy Diaries. Yeah, accurate. My Street also got pretty dark. Yeah, it ended up that way, huh? I think I mix up sometimes because it's in the same timeline, like how I feel about Phoenix Drop High versus how I feel about My Street. Because I remember I liked My Street a lot, but I got so tired of Phoenix Drop High. Not that it was bad, but it just... by the time Blaze showed up, like, soon after that, I was like, no, it's too much for me now. I'ma head out. I think the last series of FMOs that I ended up watching, was it called My Demons? I think so. That's the last one, the last series I watched. I didn't watch season 2 of that. But I remember because that's the last AFMA fan art I ever made, which is way back on my Instagram. Lawrence looked like Leon Kennedy for me. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know about the existence of Leon Kennedy at the time, but absolutely I see it now. Still not ready for the last season of My Street. Yeah. That was my computer making noise. No thank you, I do not want to do settings right now. My Inner Demons, yeah, that's the one. Don't ask how I know this still. Yeah. We all have the random info on this kind of stuff, still sitting in our heads. Some parts more than others. Nothing wrong with it. Sorry I haven't really been drawing much. I feel like we've been talking a lot and I've just been forgetting to draw. I'm gonna give her a big floofy pillow. It just aura forms like that. Yeah. saw they were still doing I think it was in like last fall, like end of last year. Because I'm still subscribed. I think I'm still subscribed to some, like, one of FMO's channels, because I remember at the end of last year I was getting notifications for the voice cast, like FMO and oh my gosh, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name right now, but Erin's voice actor, her husband, and a bunch of the other voice actors for the series were like we're going to like cons and doing voice stuff on stage, and it was fun to see them still doing this stuff. I'm pretty sure they might have been old videos, to be fair, but Keaton was wearing the My Street Zane hoodie. And that made me really happy. Hello, Benjamin. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. What kind of tea are you drinking? Earl Grey with milk and honey, and it's very nice. Yay, we're just here drawing OCs today. Also, hello, Isa. Welcome in. Welcome. Hope you're both having a good day. Listen to Zane's VA singing You're Welcome from Moana, and that's fun. Yeah. I don't know if I've heard that. I probably have at some point, but I don't remember in detail. I actually, either this week or last week, I forget. I actually really wanted to go back and watch like a very specific series of FMO videos, but I don't remember what the game was called. It was like kind of it might have actually been in the Jackbox party games. They were playing some game where the voice actors were like playing the characters, and they were all, or some of them were in character and some other episodes not. But it was kind of like Jackbox party games, and there was like videos where they got to write subtitles. I wish I remember what that game was called, because I got the urge to rewatch those videos recently. I remember they were funny. Also, I know we've talked about this before, but I'm still not over it. The fact that Alejandro Saab voices Jean. I don't think I will ever, like, settle down into mental peace about that fact. About that piece of info. What? Yeah, exactly. We got Alejandro Saab in our AFMO Minecraft roleplay videos. And I knew about AFMO before I knew who Alejandro Saab was. So learning about that backwards, quite the experience. Meanwhile in Digital Circus, yeah. Don't know what made Keynes do that, but that was interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jason. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah. Just up here, what's happening? Yeah, welcome in. Welcome. We're in here talking about nostalgia YouTubers, currently about AFMO, and I'm drawing some OCs meanwhile. It's a good time. Welcome in. We got cozy nostalgic vibes right now. Keston, that's it. Oh my god, what name? I was saying the name wrong. What name was I saying? Keston is the right name. Lucarius Claw Zane, Mega Moeka, aka Hawaii Chan. Hawaii Chan's Mega Moeka's a VTuber now? That's news to me. Wow. Man voices everything. He sure does. Next thing you'll say that Michael Kovac said something funny. Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew if Michael Kovac voices something in one of AFMO's series. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Hello, Christian. Welcome in. Welcome. I wonder if you go to the AFMO wiki and search for Michael Kovac, like if it would work to search like that, if he voices in anything, if it would show up. I feel like for as much as I use the fandom wikis for stuff, I feel like I know surprisingly little about how the search functions work. I am not a lady, Christian, but yeah, welcome in. Please don't, I can only end in one shock in a day. Yeah. That is maybe for another day, but I do think I wouldn't be surprised if he voiced a character, maybe like an OVA episode character, so they're not there that much, maybe. Even just that, I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Benjamin. I mean, cool drawing. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. I'm just having fun drawing my silly little characters. UVA. No, I would love to be in something someday, but no, not currently. The only thing I've currently voiced is for my own animations on my own YouTube channel, which are up if you want to listen to them, but they're nothing special. I don't know how to do audio production. I do think it's funny. That video that I have done voices for myself is the... Like, I do streams all the time, right? And I've done several other videos where I talk in them, but that video is the only video where I've gotten, like, a comment that was a straight-up complaint about the audio quality. I think it's really funny. I take no offense. I know that I have no idea how to do audio production. I just think it's kind of funny. I haven't seen Jax yet, but the VA of Gangle voiced in FMOs? Oh, really? What character? If you're into Has-Been, Pilot Nifty's there too? Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I've seen the Has-Been Hotel pilot. I've not actually seen the show. It takes time. I'm sure you'll have opportunities in the future. I hope so. Even if I don't, I won't be upset. It's like, voiceover isn't the main field that I want to go into. So it just would be... it would be fun. I do enjoy doing, like, character voices and stuff. I do enjoy... whenever I play games that have, don't have voiceover, I do enjoy doing voices for those. Just in my own streams and in my own life like that, so I do think it would be fun. But I'm mainly focused on, like, trying to get into animation. So... Of course, Elsie Lovelock voiced an extra there, I think. Not doing the Has Been nor Hell of a Boss, but I'd like to binge it once I'm free. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes of Hell of a Boss and when it was first coming out, like first season. And I realized pretty quickly it was not my thing. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna be feeling the same about Has Been Hotel. So, I don't know. We'll see if I ever watch it. How many voiced a minor character there at FMOS? Lizzie Freeman, right? There's so many characters in FMO's series. It'd be really hard to pinpoint. That actually knowing specific character names. By minor, I mean a character with little significance to the story. Yeah. I mean, there's like a whole school full of students in Phoenix Drop High, to be fair. I wonder if I were to go back and watch some of FMAO's content now, if I would recognize more voice actors. Because I do, like, keep up with what different voice actors do now. If I like their work, or at least, like, try and remember some of the names. But, I didn't really start doing that until quite a lot later. Yeah, Alejandro voices Jean from Phoenix Shop. Jean. Yeah, Jean was, certainly something. Jean was problematic in both the Phoenix Drop and Diaries. Did he get better in My Street? I forget. It was part of his character, obviously, so it's like he was written to be that way, but he's not very likable to be sure. Whereas Waldo voice actor edition, yeah. I play that when I watch anime a lot too. I'm not gonna get into spoilers about this, but I watched I finished watching the last season of My Hero Academia yesterday, and if you know, you know, a certain character just suddenly switches voice actor, and my Where's Waldo voice actor edition brain went, what voice is that? I know that voice. Turns out, Kamiya Hiroshi, who has voiced in quite a lot of things, but because I started like looking into Japanese voice actor stuff mostly around the time of me watching Osomatsu-san, I just, when I hear his voice, I think of Choromatsu and the teacher from Haikyuu. It was kind of quite a character switch from who he ended up voicing in My Hero. Okay, Michael didn't voice any Afma characters, but it's crazy how half of the digital circus cast voiced in it. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I like, you keep seeing the same voice actors all over the place. It's kind of funny. Because if you do go looking for like, oh, if there is a voice that you slightly recognize in nearly anything, and you think hard enough about it, eventually you probably will figure out, oh, it is that character that I know from something else. And it's quite funny. Circling back to childhood, yeah. Also, that just reminded me on that same topic. No one is gonna get this reference but me, or like no one's gonna have heard this before. But I grew up watching a lot of Winx, and I absolutely loved it. And when I first saw the first Winx movie, I watched it all in Swedish dub, to be clear. And I finally got to watch the first Winx movie. It's a really good movie. If you enjoy Winx, I would recommend it. But the fact that when they get to the ancestral witches and they're talking about the most evil plot about how they're gonna take over the magic dimension, and then you hear Swedish Dora the Explorer voice coming from the ancestral witch. That was quite the whiplash for me the first time I saw it. I have that, I get just the whole thing like Where's Waldo voice acting edition. I get that a lot in Swedish dub, but it's so frustrating because finding Swedish dub credits for anything, especially shows that are older, is really, really hard. And even if you do find a name, like finding a complete like list of their works like you can in English, it's really difficult to find that with the Swedish dub stuff and the Swedish voice actors. Wings, funny you say that. I used to watch a bit of that on Nickelodeon. Nice. Still funny out of context. Yeah, it's just Dora the Explorer, giant spooky ghost ancestral witch talking out of a cave that looks like her face. And then it's Dora the Explorer. Swedish Dora the Explorer is insane. Yeah. I haven't even, like, I didn't even watch much of Dora the Explorer when I was growing up because my parents found it really annoying. But still, I know the voice well enough to be able to place it, and every time I watch that movie, I just picture, like, Dora the Explorer standing just around the corner of the inside of the cave. Yeah, it's really silly. I need to blow my nose, one moment. Hola, soy Dora. Can you say evil cave? How do you say help in Spanish? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like... Hold on, can I find a picture of what the cave looks like in the movie? No, I can't find a picture of the cave specifically, but imagine just imagine with me for a moment here. Look at this. You see these three witches, and one of them sounds like Dora the Explorer. I don't know which, because they don't actually, like, they don't have separate names. No one ever calls them by their names. They're just, as a collective, the ancestral witches. But it's just really, like, it just catches you really off guard, you know? Yep. Thanks for listening to my random, nostalgic stuff. I don't know. What would you even call this? I don't know. It's really good, yeah. I wonder if the voice directors, when they're like deciding how to do the dub, I wonder if they thought about that. Because they do have the same voice actors do a lot of different things. Like the voice for Icy, which is one of the main, like, antagonist witches, also does the voice for Shatta, which I don't know how to say her name in English, to be completely honest. And Shatta is like one of the pixie companions of the main crew. So that's also, it's like less weird because it's still the, like, voice actor who does a different character in the same show, and it's different enough that I didn't notice this as a kid, but watching it back now, I hear it. But I wonder if the voice directors think of this stuff. I just know how to put life in Spanish, and I blame Duolingo. Ooh. Ancestral witches endure jump scare and yeah, exactly. Learned English through movies. Love movies. Yeah, same. I learned English through movies, video games, and YouTubers. Me and my family were talking about this actually a little while ago, because me and the rest of the people in my family have completely different accents in English. And we were thinking about like what kind of influences we had when learning English, and how much and how we use that English today. It's just really interesting to think about, I think. A conscious decision is wild. Yeah, what if they... I didn't even think about... I was just thinking like they decided and then it was like, oh, we just did that. Well, I guess that'd be funny. If they did that on purpose, that would be even funnier. Like they're sitting there deciding the cast for a movie, and just like, yeah, but wouldn't it be really funny to have the villains voiced by Dora the Explorer? The thing too, whenever I rewatch the Swedish dub of Winnie the Pooh, there's some of the voices that I'll recognize from other stuff, and it's kind of weird, but funny. My English is very chaotic. Accent ranges from Scottish, British, French, and American. Call that issue with a multiple accent syndrome. I think when I was talking with my family about this, we came to the conclusion that when I am not super tired and like actually manage to speak coherently, my sister said that I sound like I don't know, Californian. Which I don't know if that's right, but if that is right, it's probably because of I.S. Cupwig. And then like some other people in my family who are in like the same generation have like different accents based on other stuff that they watched or learned English through, and then comparing that to older generations who learned it only through school, and their English is very British. It's kind of funny just hearing how different it is just based on what your influences and sources for learning a language are. Yeah. Carbon, the accent's state-based, but you sure don't sound Southern or Valley. Yeah, I don't know US states well enough to actually know if that's correct. It was just my sister's analysis of it. And she's more well-versed in geography than I am. And like, in general, she enjoys like analyzing accents, so I'm sure she has a better idea of it than I do. Actually, as someone who used to live in California my whole life, I thought you were Californian by accent alone. It's very close. Oh, wow. What years of YouTube does to you when you watch the same YouTuber for too long? Like American Southern went randomly. Oh. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, 'cause a lot of my classmates in school had very heavy Swedish accents. It makes me wonder, like, if I watched too much YouTube as a kid, you know? or if I watched an abnormal amount of YouTube as a kid, at least for the time. I don't know. Not that it would make a difference, it's just like curious. And because I don't know any other off the top of my head tarot card designs that I want to do, I'm just gonna go for like Shadow Milk cookie inspired. Because what else am I gonna do, right? Honestly, actually, makes a lot of sense that you picked up your accent by watching YouTube. Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like I watched, at least for a number of years, YouTube was most of the content that I consumed. Like, I would watch YouTubers, I would watch the English dub of My Little Pony on YouTube. I think around my teens, like, I stopped watching Swedish dubs of things. And then now I've kind of circled back to it for the nostalgia, but it was quite a long time where I didn't really watch any Swedish dub stuff. And because a lot of English dubs are American accents. Not everything, obviously, but a lot of things. I should say that again. I can't even in my Filipino accent, even if I do it. Even if you did watch too much, at least you sound like the YouTubers you like. That's a good point. That's a good point. To be fair, all my favorite stuff is in English and my homies are mostly English adjacent, so the accent tends to decay fast. Yeah, I notice when I get really tired, or like when I'm trying to sound sarcastic, sometimes I have more of a Swedish accent. But I feel like mostly it's a conscious thing, just because people meme on it. Definitely not always, though. There's one thing. Oh my gosh. There's a vocal cover that I made, oh, it might have been actually 10 years ago now. Regardless. Like 8 or 10, somewhere in there. It's a long time ago. I made a vocal cover, and I don't actually know if it's still posted or not, but I didn't notice when I sung it, but I noticed when I listened back, like years later, that there's like 1 or 2 words in the whole song that sound British. when I'm like, the rest of the accent is pretty much the same as I have now, so like American-ish, and then there's just like 2 words that sound very British, and I was like, how did I not notice that when I sang it? Yeah, almost every English dub is done by people with American accents. These big shows and movies. I think the only show that I've seen that is an exception to that is Hilda, which I really like that show. Most of the people in that show have British accents, except for Kaisa, who actually has a Swedish or Norwegian accent, which is kind of fun. Now I wonder what those words were. Yeah, I don't actually remember what it was. Like, which specific words. I'm just gonna check real quick. Is that vocal cover still up? Because if that vocal cover is still public, I'm pretty sure it was the Undertale one. You'll have to scroll far real back. Scroll real far back. I'm getting tired, sorry. Yeah, Undertale, his theme cover 10 years ago. That's the one. Somewhere in there are 2 words with British accents. His theme, yeah, that one. Yeah. I do have a British tone with some words like flower. Yeah, there are some, like, because I learned English and like got my accent mostly from YouTubers, but also in Swedish schools they teach British English, and so a lot of the things like where people have different words for things, like a lot of the time I will know both words but not know like that one of them is an American thing and one of them is a British thing. I'll just be like, yeah, it's 2 words for the same thing. And not actually know that there's a regional difference for them. Like I remember at some point in school there was in one of my classes during high school, most of the people in my class spoke English. I think because our teacher was either from England or like mainly English speaking, and so I remember at some point we were on a field trip and I had gotten like snow in my hair, and one of the others said like, oh, you have snow in your fringe. And I was just like, oh, okay, I brushed it off. And the other's like, wait, how'd you know what they mean? What's that word mean? I was like, it's your fringe. It's your bangs. And he was like, oh. I don't know. It's just one of the times that I, like, noticed, like, oh, there's a regional difference to these words that I'm not aware of. I actually didn't notice that. I'll listen to it again later. Yeah, I'm not actually sure exactly what word it is or where it is, but I know... I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it has to be that one. Yeah. It's somewhere in there. Like chips and crisps? Yeah. That one took me a long time, because in Swedish we say chips. And the fact that chips and crisps and fries and like the words for all of those things are just kind of like a big amalgamation in my brain, because I kept getting confused when other people got confused about what I meant and what other people meant when saying words. So now I'm like, heck if I know what any of those words mean in different places. Oh. Fringe, I don't know what that means too. It's like your bangs, the short, like when people have the shorter part of their hair that goes over their forehead. Like mine, I got bangs. Or fringe. Hey. But I got confused by the fact that other people who it felt like had learned English in a similar way to how I had didn't know what that meant. And I was just like, huh, okay. I mean, I know. Oh my gosh. That's a thing with me. That's not an English thing, that's just a thing in general. Shortenings of words, like acronyms of words, they really mess with my brain. It's just like... I don't know. There's so many people that use them all the time now, and I'm just here confused on the sidelines, like, typing out every word. I've never heard the word fringe referred to hair in my life. Search it up. Oh. Yeah. Regional differences. Certainly interesting. We have that with like dialects in Sweden too. There's certainly tons of Swedish words that I don't know the meaning of, just because they're only used in certain parts. in like certain places. I bet it's gonna be like that in every language. Apologies that I've taken a long time to draw this one drawing now. We've been yapping, having a good time. Should I write all the characters like names and pronouns next to them? I do that sometimes, but I haven't done that today. Should I do that? Maybe I should do that. I learn my words because I love writing and to diversify my vocab. The source time, yay. You know, you might have a thing where I reverse things in my brain when I speak for some. I do that too. Oh, and it's really annoying. It happens all the time. You just accidentally say your words backwards sometimes. Or in the wrong order. Yeah. Super interesting to learn about these regional differences. Yeah, for sure. It's fun to be aware of them too, because then you can make like, I don't know. I think maybe this is a thing with because English is not my native language. It's kind of fun getting to make a conscious decision about which words I want to use for things. If I feel like putting the energy into remembering which one is which. I could say, it's a day of lovely today. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, I haven't drawn my OC for a while, even though I got the flats down. It happens. Take your time. Take your time drawing your OCs. So I speak Central American Spanish, specifically Salvadorian dialect. There's a huge difference in dialect in terms of every different Spanish-speaking country. It's really cool. I've never tried to learn Spanish specifically, but just like with every language, how there's so many different, like slight differences. Whether it be in pronunciation or dialect or like word choices. Yeah, it's just interesting. Imagine that meme of the guy in a pool carrying their favorite child while the other one's alone and sad. Web dev is the child I'm holding and my OCs are in the alone pool. Aww. Oh, the one at the bottom of the sea is my YouTube channel. Made a video a long time. Oh, yeah. I feel like that meme is very relatable for a lot of people in a lot of different things. I can also relate to that meme, but with other things. Best use of free will at choosing which words you want to say? Yeah, exactly. Around here studying linguistics. Midstream linguistic studies, yeah. I'm gonna just move these two over here. So it's more like aesthetic. Mike, you're taking up so much space, oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna... reorganize this page real quick. Okay, that's like slightly better layout. I'm kind of tempted to color these. I really like this drawing of Devian and Emma, actually. But if I color one of them, I'm gonna want to color all of them, and that's gonna take too long. Favorite word I've heard in English so far is the word... Oh gosh, hold on. Let me just zoom in my eyes real quick. Defenestration. If you don't know what it just makes me think of the word deforestation, but that's definitely something completely different. Is it like court defense in law or something? Yeah, that's my guess. Something about law defense. No. The gamer Kim art. Yeah. My Kim art. Also new Kim outfit. Actually, it's a very like cozy home loungewear outfit, but still. You know what? I give in. Let's do some colors. Because it will be fun. Also, I don't know if I have enough time to do a completely like another drawing from scratch. I don't think I have that much time. Sounds really made up, I swear. Yeah, search it up if you don't believe me, but you're right, it's a legal term that means to throw something or someone out of a window. What? That's so specific. Defenestrated is from just throw something out of a window. That's such a specific term for that. I'm glad I got the theme of the word correctly though. That's like one of the things I know I'm decent at. When I got my autism diagnosis, as a part of the process in that, they have to do a proper IQ test. And so I got it, I was told by the person doing the test that I'm good at like what do you call it? Like word like figuring out what a word that I don't know means by word association to other words, whether it like across languages and in like word guessing without context by word association. I was told I'm good at that. And I'm like, okay, nice. A very specific thing to know that you're good at, but it's kind of fun. I'm glad I managed to guess it, the family of the word usage correctly. Alright. Super good use of the word. Yeah, good. Personally, I've been wondering if I do have ADHD or not. I like to get diagnosed, but I don't trust a lot of talks in here. Yeah, that's fair. Depending on where you are, getting a diagnosis can be both complicated and like also depending on what kind of help you get once you have your diagnosis, it may or may not be worth it for you. So I can't speak on that topic, but for me it was very worth getting a diagnosis because I've been able to get a lot of support because of it. Turns out when you have it on paper by a doctor that you need help, if you go to the right places, they will be like, oh, you need help? Okay. You have proof that you need help. We'll get some help. I hope that if you end up getting that diagnosis, that that it is as easy a process as possible for you, and that it actually helps. Helps you get some support. I believe that, considering you thought of deforestation and thought of that connection, yeah. I do think it's really funny though, because like, getting that IQ test was certainly an experience, unlike anything else that I've experienced before. Like, it's a very different kind of test. And at the end she was like, yeah, you're really good with like visualization and pictures, and you're like good at word association. You're really bad at numbers. He didn't say it like that, but like I got a really low score when it comes to numbers and memorization and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. Makes sense why my math experience in school was not a good time. But it was definitely interesting, like getting to take that test, especially because it wasn't like, it's not like I was like, oh, I want to, I don't know. You can't measure a person's like intelligence entirely by IQ, obviously, but it's not like I went to a place and was like, I want to find out how smart I am. And it's just like, so having that experience when I wasn't going out to look for it, just surprise, you're taking an IQ test today. Last time I went to therapy, discovered they were using AI. Oh, I'm sorry. Trust issues grow stronger, yeah. I can only imagine. I really hope that places like that here don't use AI, and that any places worldwide who do will stop soon. It's messed up. I'm glad to know that. Yeah, I want to be able to be like, I don't know, support pillar on the topic in some way. And like where I am, it's generally a good support tool to have a diagnosis, but I have heard some upsetting stories of people getting treated badly when they get a diagnosis, which makes no sense to me. But that's gonna be very dependent on where you are and what kind of support systems there are. Which is like this upsetting topic in general, that there has to be, that there is a consideration for that, like that, when you're considering getting a diagnosis for any kind of neurodivergence. But it's good to be aware of, I think. And like looking at beforehand what kind of support systems are in place, that if you got a diagnosis you would be able to get help and support from. And even if that didn't matter at all, if you just wanted to get a diagnosis for your own peace of mind, that's very fair too. I'm okay with math. Socially, it took me years of learning. It was hard. Yeah, I'm not good with socializing either. Yeah. You had to be nerfed somehow. At least you're a language, and also the fact I can speak and draw insane. Can't multitask like that. It is very much a learned skill. I remember when I started streaming, it was a struggle. It does definitely go faster to draw when I'm not speaking though, which I feel like you can tell. Like when you watch back streams, if I go silent for a while, suddenly we'll make a lot of art progress. And then if we get talking about something, then it's gonna be a little less art for a while, for a few minutes. But definitely a lot of my older streams are like you see the gap between talking and drawing a lot more than you do now, definitely. Can't do anything, but I got nerfed with low energy. Oh. Relatable. Yeah. Just scroll over to these two real quick. Hello, Cassidy. Welcome in. Welcome. Since I possibly have ADHD, I can't talk and draw at the same time. Like, I literally can't force myself to do both. That's fair, though. It's not really a skill that you need from it. Like, it's a very specific skill to have and to use. And also very, as already mentioned, a very learned skill. Missing one of them. Right now drawing small bits, but when I'm on BC, I'm more focused on drawing than secondary activity. Oh, hello. Welcome in, CK. Is it okay to call you that? Welcome in. Algorithm showed me this. Me watch and see it's on its work. Some support. Oh, well, thank you. Welcome in. Yeah, we have fun, chill yap sessions in here and draw most of the time. Today we're drawing some of my characters. Fun time. Hey. Yeah, welcome in. Drawing icons from a website right now, and that's manageable for me. Hey. Same for me, the algorithm gods brought me here. Huh? Well, welcome in. It's good to have you here. Hey, we always... The stream as a whole is the comfort corner. We play cozy games, and make art and talk about random stuff that comes across our minds. It's a good time. Hey. Overall, very cozy vibes. Actually, also how I came across him. I was going to say, oh, hey. That's like all I can hope to accomplish in the streams, honestly. If we can accomplish good cozy vibes, it's all I can ask for. Shall we make that like a lilac kind of? I'm not sure. I'll do it for now. We'll see if we change our minds later. I'm just thinking of this one dress that I drew for them a while ago. It was probably quite a long time ago, actually, now that I think about it. But I drew a really flowy dress with butterflies on it. And I'm just thinking, like, that's the vibe. That's the energy of this outfit also. I'm thinking about, do I want to bring the butterflies back for this one somehow? I probably, even if I don't have time during this stream to fully color and render everything that we've drawn today, I will almost certainly do that in my own time after stream at some point, and whenever I do, it will go on the OC wiki page on Tumblr. So if anyone wants to see it when it's finished, that's where it'll be. These characters have like some lore bits I could find around this channel. Low-key interested. They do all have quite a bit of lore. Some of it is on the YouTube channel. There's like Nemu here on the right has a little animatic that is up on the channel. Some other, I think one of my other characters who she's not here today, but she has some animated voice claims. Yeah, there's a few OC centered like animations and animatics on my channel, but I do also have a OC like wiki blog where you can read about all the characters and their stories and stuff. I don't really leave the link in the description anywhere, as I prefer to. I don't know. I want people who are actually interested in my OCs to find it. I don't want to leave it like too easily accessible. But since we're talking about it, there's the link in chat to that blog. Yeah. I do drop the link in chat to that blog every once in a while, but I don't really permanently leave the link to it on my pages or descriptions or anything. Yeah. They do all have some lore. I'm currently writing a book about them. And I have a lot of animated stuff planned for them. Some of which I'm currently working on, so they do get some fun lore bits in the works currently. Struggling right now, 2 of the Monster Hunter games. One to play is on sale and it takes up all my money. Oh. I'm sure they'll have sales again. Maybe if you can pick a favorite right now, and then wait until the other one is on sale again. I remember, I think, was it half a year ago or about a year ago? Some of the Monster Hunter games were on sale then too. Yeah, there'll be more sales. I explored the Mariverse the other day. I got big memories, but I saw the Halloween shades. Yay! Got some updated pages. Speaking of which, I got some pages to make for the spring spirits. It's a lot of fun because their pages aren't actually public yet, but I have some writing, and I got some character designs and some lore. It's all ready. I just gotta put it together. Gonna binge that animatic later. Oh, I hope that you enjoy it. It's very mixed vibes. We got some humor and some angst. The one I'm working on right now, it's probably not gonna be out for a while because it's as mentioned in the works. But that one got some angsty lore in it. One game I can't buy and play is Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know enough about Monster Hunter to say that I have an opinion on any of the games. I just think the Palicos are adorable. Someday I gotta play them. I know I have at least 1 or 2 of them sitting in my library. But I do gotta play them. I played the demo at some point, I think, on like PS4 or something for one of the games. And that got me interested enough to get one of the games, and then I just haven't played it. Which is really silly, I know. But yeah, at some point I gotta play them. Do you have a favorite Monster Hunter game? I don't know what the plan was with these socks. I have forgotten the plan. Make them dark, probably. Okay. I do really want to do that butterfly pattern. Let me just make a butterfly pattern real quick. I'm gonna try to be fast about it. It doesn't take too long. A lot of my characters have like a little symbol or a little like motif. Something that is something that's significant to their personality and or character and backstory and stuff. And Devian gets a lot of butterflies. In his clothing design a lot of the time. But you know, he likes his butterflies. Grew up with Monster Hunter and every fighting is an experience there. Like fighting the liquid metal dragon is always a pleasure slash pain. I have no idea specifically what the liquid metal dragon is, but it definitely sounds very cool. I can't quite tell if that pattern is really bad or, like, okay. But, I'm gonna leave it there. And then we'll do... What if we do, like little bows? With the colors on each side? Kinda cute. Oh, I really like that. Dang it. The curse that I always end up sitting in of I design clothing that I like, and then I'm like, dang it, I want that shirt now. It always happens to me, like almost every time. Just with the characters that have similar clothing styles to mine. I'm just like, I want that shirt too now. Struggling to find an icon that screams status report? I just think of like a pen with a pencil and like a little time symbol maybe or something. I don't know. One or two recognizable features. It always makes a great character design. Yeah, I like that they have their little like the little symbols. I don't know, just recognizable. Actually, an anatomical heart might do. Just looked at the heart, I don't know, like, oh yeah, I can do that. I mean, yeah, if it works. Heck yeah, with the butterflies, yay! I really like it, actually. I like it a bit too much, it's a problem. I'm gonna... That's why the dress stuck with me last time too. At some point, I'm just gonna have to, like, sit down and crochet a sweater and embroider little butterflies on it or something. Just so I can actually have one myself. Do I have that document easily available? Hold on. Because if I do, then I can show you what the dress looks like. Yeah, here it is. Look at this dress! It's not the same color butterflies, but it's just butterflies. Oh, I really like that dress. This was like a pajama designing session, or like loungewear designing. Yeah. I don't like to wear as much blue as Devian does, but other than that, we have very similar fashion styles, and I'm just like, yeah, everything that I designed for Devian's closet, I'm going to want to make for myself to put in my closet. You always gotta have the OC that's like that, right? The OC that shares your fashion style so you can project all of your fashion wishes onto that one OC. To be fair, not everything has to be limited in fantasy. Start making cosplays. Yeah. I have with some of the stuff I've designed, I have made. Like I made a whole like Snufkin cottagecore kind of inspired a bunch of those outfits, and then I ended up making one of the cloaks that I designed, which was a lot of fun. The only problem with it is that I made it in like wool. So it's like green dyed wool, and it's a full-on cloak. And it's so warm that I can only wear it like during winter. But then I don't know, it's just, it's like really, I love how it looks, but I did not think about practicality when I designed it. Let's say that. Agree though, all my fashion styles are non-existent from my OCs. Don't we all project our fashion onto our favorite characters? Me over here designing ball gowns for Shadow Milk Cookie. You got it, you know. It's just that's what inspiration's for. To make that self-indulgent art. One literally wears a bullfighter outfit, a fancy rock trip, and of course a pirate clown gear. Oh. Heck yeah. It's always a win. Putting your characters in all the outfits that you find cool. Oh, I forgot the hair clips. Hold on. They need those. They need those for their hair. There we go. Make the cardigan dark. Maybe not that dark. Yeah, something like this. Is music got really stressful all of a sudden? Hold on. There you go. That's better. Looking back, Animal Crossing. can't wait until I finish the OC animatic I'm currently working on, because there's a lot of parts of the lore in that I really want to talk about. But I can't just I gotta finish animating first. I think we'll make the pants different color. All my characters generally have like a specific color palette that they like to wear. So I'll design them a new outfit each time, but I'll keep it within the same color palette. It does get kind of repetitive eventually, though. This shirt's really bothering me for some reason. Yeah, that's better. Like, it was too saturated, I think. Maybe. Yeah, it's fine. It matches their eyes now. Hello. Yara got recommended to your stream at random. Just want to say I like your model and your art. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in to say hi. I'm just doing some cozy art of my OCs currently. Yeah. I think these two are all done. those tarot cards the person in purple is holding? Yeah. Yeah. She has this unfortunate habit of getting tangled up with like mischievous Halloween spirits. And so she is trying to divine her way out of it. Like, reading tarot cards, just be like, how do I avoid the next prank? Remember the liquid metal dragon I loved fighting? I've beaten them under 4 minutes, usually takes me 8. Oh. That's a lot faster. Congrats. Sounds like a fun character idea. Yeah. Pretty much all of my characters have some little silly quirks. When it comes to specific things or specific of the other characters. It's a lot of fun, just thinking about the shenanigans that they get into. Oh, I forgot to color that piece of hair. Hold on. There we go. I was expecting flats, but while you're rendering it. Yeah. You know, the thing is, I was expecting flats too, and then I started rendering it, and now it's being rendered. You know, when that just happens, you're sitting out down and doing the art, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this much, and not anymore, because I don't have the energy or time or whatever. And then you sit down and do it, and just like, oh, it's rendered now. Okay. That's what happened. But I think I like this piece a lot. I think that's what it is. I just wanted to see it finished. Even though I wasn't planning on finishing it, but you know, sometimes it's just like that. Yep. Okay, now that's done. Sorry. I really like that one. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. I'll probably finish all the rest of these, at least with black colors. We'll see if I end up rendering them, but I'll do that later. Yeah. My workflow is so chaotic. I went from drawing icons to playing a bit of Monster Hunter and some games because I was looking at an icon. Little did I know, it's literally right in front of me. It's so silly. Oh. Sometimes it just feel like that. Yeah. Opinion about dinosaurs. A lot of them look cool. In general, dinosaurs scary, but they look cool. Yeah, I've never really been someone who's super duper hype about dinosaurs, but I think they're cool. I don't really know much about them either, but yay. I keep getting recommended these YouTube videos where it's like someone simulated what it would be like to put a dinosaur in our current world. I think I put one of them in my watch later list because I'm like slightly curious. It depends on how they did it if I'll watch it, but it's certainly an interesting idea. There's allosaurs? Oh, I don't even know what that is. I know so cool, they're like wingless dragons. Chicken equivalent dragons. It's my favorite dinosaur? As mentioned, I don't know a lot about dinosaurs, but if I were to pick one of the ones I know, it would probably be either a Stegosaurus or a Triceratops. I'm aware that is very basic choices, but still. I don't know that many dinosaurs. But I do think they're cool. I wish we could see what they looked like with all the feathers, you know? I don't know which dinosaurs had feathers, but I know that they found out a couple years ago that a lot of dinosaurs had feathers, but we don't actually know what they looked like with those feathers because there's no like there's no way to find out because it wouldn't show up on the skeletons, and it's hard to know what they would have looked like with like muscle and fat structure and like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But it's very cool. I used to want to be an archaeologist when I was a kid, just because I think history is really interesting. Not dinosaurs specifically, but just like in general, history is cool. Here it's Ankylosaurus? Let me Google what that dino looked like real quick. Oh, I've seen those in like cartoons and stuff. Yeah, those are cool. They look scary. Velociraptors definitely had feathers. Yeah, I have heard of that one. Well, thank you. Story's awesome. Yeah, we have this very good playlist with mostly cozy music. Sometimes it'll have like spooky music, but mostly it's like cozy video game music. It's very nice. Sorry to cut this short, but we are over time by half an hour, so I do have to go. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, doing art, and having good funny yaps and nostalgia rants. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, Syexon. I hope I'm saying that okay. Sorry if not. But yeah, welcome to the Comfy Corner. That you enjoy your stay. Some actually have confirmed colors like Microraptors, all because some dude saw the feather patterns in the fossil and realized it's identical to a crow. Dark black with blue hues. It's very cool. I don't actually know how all that stuff works, but the fact that we can find those things out, very, very awesome. Good night. Nice to hang with you. It was a pleasure like always. Yeah, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Asmaria Moon or Deadbeat Hunter. Thank you for subscribing as well. Welcome. Hey. We've had a lot of new people in today. I hope that you've all enjoyed the stream. Yeah, we got cozy vibes and art and OCs and fan art and video games occasionally. It's a good time. Yeah, the stream will definitely be back. Yeah, you're very welcome to anytime you feel like it. I stream every Friday at 11 AM Swedish time, and the stream events automatically translate into whatever time zone your device is set to, so that's very convenient. Yeah. Oh, I'm shared with them with support. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Hey, I hope that you had a good time. Yeah, I hope that you all have a really good rest of your day or night, and if anyone's heading off to sleep, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. And I will see you next time. Bye bye!